That Average Male Podcast.
I like it. I like it. I like it like that. I like it like that a lot. Average Male Podcast. The one and only show about a podcast. I am your host, comedian Chris Mosley. Gentlemen.
And yo, it's your boy, Outlaw. You can follow me at The Last of Outlaw. And I am what I am.
Yo, it's your boy, Bachi, a.k.a. Young Credentials. And you can follow me at Who Is Bachi. That's B-A, 2 C's, 2 I's.
And of course, as always, follow our Average Male Podcast page on Instagram, please.
All right, you have a good day. You too. These words will never leave. Fuck, this is locking the fucking door.
Why would you ring my doorbell like that?
Yo, why are you locking the door, my nigga?
I can't be safe.
Nigga, safe is for banks. We dangerous.
What did you talk? Listen, get your boy Chris. He's not paying attention to nothing I say.
He never pays attention to anything you say.
All right, but he's not getting off the phone.
What do you mean he's not getting off the phone?
You're a dick.
What up, bro? Word, man. What's up?
What you doing?
I just hurt myself. Chris, come on, man. No, what do we gotta do? What do we gotta do?
I don't fucking know.
I think we should sing a song. We should sing a
We
song.
should sing his favorite song.
And then he joined into the triad.
What's the fucking...
Linkin Park. No, crawling.
Crawling?
Crawling in my skin.
You go high, I go low. 1, 2, 3.
Crawling in
my skin.
these wounds, they will not heal. Fear is arrow fall. Why the fuck you don't pay attention, my nigga?
What's going on?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's
I
up,
dropped your Tinder.
Bro, what do you mean?
Put the phone down. We got your attention now.
Bro, first off, I'm not even on Tinder anymore. What is that? That's 2015. What are you niggas, Fetty Wap?
What do you want? What do you want?
First off,
Why do you have Gambit as your screensaver?
First off,
12?
alright? I got Gambit because I gamble with these bitches, alright? And second off, the website I'm on now, it ain't Tinder, okay? It's Cooter. Cooter, Cooter. Instead of, how Tinder was, where, they send you, they have facial pics that you swipe right or swipe left on, now they have Cooter. It's just a pictures of girls' taints now. They get real to the point.
Tanks? What's tanks?
Yeah, no, they're taint. They're taint, bro. Taint.
So...
They're tainted?
No. Like
No.
in between the vagina and that.
Yes.
So we're looking at girls' assholes? That's what we're
No. That's Poon Snatch.
Poon Snatch.
What?
What are these B-list dating sites?
Yo, you guys have been out the market for a long time. Y'all niggas is dads. Yeah, Poon Snatch. What?
What's a Poon Snatch?
Poon Snatch. You guys never heard of these new apps, man? There's a ton of new apps out there. Black on Black Dimes, Fap Chat. You guys in the feet?
Yeah,
you want feet? Yeah, you in the feet? Or
Yeah,
do you like food too?
Yeah.
Well, they got an app for that. It's called Uber Feet.
Oh, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, right? See, I'm telling you. Yeah, Outlaw. They even got shit for you too, man. Inner city titties, intellectual, sexual, DBZ.
What the fuck is DBZ? Isn't that Dragon Ball Z?
No, not Dragon Ball Z. They're talking about tit size. From D, the B's, the Z's. Yeah, it's not in order, but they have them. Exactly.
Show her asshole.
Oh, I think that's her.
Oh, she don't look like Outlaw.
What's up?
Oh,
Chris.
God.
She doesn't look that bad.
Damn Cooter.
My ass looks better.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
What's on the fucking menu for the fucking podcast today?
No.
Let's get the energy right in this bitch.
No, that's facts. That's a
Fuck
fact.
you.
All right.
Alright. What drink are you drinking today? You always have some off-brand.
Well, first off,
beer.
this is a nice. It's not an off-brand. They call it draft. All right, these are beers made by breweries. Independent breweries. This one is a Madonna double IPA.
I seen that on Vice somewhere.
Yeah, man. This is a great beer, by the way. Great beer, 8% alcohol by volume. So this is
hard.
This is not a beer for your grandma. It'll fuck you up. It'll fuck
It's
you up.
a grid for your uncle. Uncle Elroy.
Exactly.
Yo, whose grandma drinks beer still?
I think mad Puerto Rican grandmas drink beer.
Yeah,
sure.
that is true.
Yeah, Puerto Rican grandmas, they love the cerveza.
They drink it with a straw.
They like the glass Heinekens. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know why either.
And
They like
the
everything
cans.
out
I'm
the
not a
glass.
lager guy. I don't like lagers.
I mean, and the Budweisers. They like the Budweisers. And the Presidente. Shout out to the Presidente lovers.
Presidentes. Ooh, that reminds me of DR.
Shout out to my Mexicans and Colombians. What's the golden seal?
Modelo. I fuck with
Shout out to
Modelo.
my Modelo lovers. Yo, what's your favorite ghetto beer?
My favorite. Oh, that's easy. Colt 45. It used to be Old English, but once they stopped making the glass,
It got trash.
Yeah.
Nah.
So Colt 45, that's an easy one.
Ooh, I was gonna say, sometimes I don't drink them a lot because they're just poisonous for you. But sometimes a nice bootleggers can get you through. Like if you're at like a street event and you need something to get you like in the mood real quick, a nice bootleggers.
Shout out to the niggas that fuck with Fosters. Know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God, Foster's!
Beer.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I
son.
fucks with Foster's beer.
Every day you just sound more and more like an old head. Foster's.
Where Foster's beer is fire. And the can is super huge, so it could last us all day.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Foster's, that's a big fucking, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a big fucking can, man.
Yeah, it's really smooth. It reminds me of Budweiser a little bit, because Budweiser is really smooth. Like, I think Budweiser is probably the smoothest beer. Like, out of the ghetto beers.
Yeah, I like Budweiser, but I'm really more of a Heineken type nigga.
Really?
Like, if I'm not drinking a malt liquor, I'm drinking Heineken.
Heineken, not Coronas.
Well, see, it's one of those things where it's like, I want to feel a buzz, and I just feel like I've drinking so many Coronas that don't sleep on it, but...
Nah, Corona's my go-to.
Yeah, if I'm trying to chill, if I'm at the crib and I'm only drinking one beer, I'm drinking a Heineken. I just feel more drunk. I don't know why. Like, when I drink Heineken, I just feel more
You
lit.
ever had a dirty Heineken? I mean, a dirty Corona?
What's that?
It's like a Corona with it's like a Louisiana thing. They do like it's like Corona with like some wine or some shit.
Oh no,
I've just had like the drinks they make, like the mixed drinks, and then they just put a little ass Corona in your shit, and then it's like as you drink the drink, the Corona just fills up.
Because this is important. People going to the beach.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you definitely got to remind you to get to rack up on some beers, man. Beer and weed at the beach is fire.
That is the classic hangout
That
right
is
there,
fire.
man.
With some shameless plug, but summertime.
Hey, that's a whole fact, man. Shout out to Orchard. It's disgusting there, but I love it.
It's funny. I learned, like, I had to spend a lot of money to find out that beer and weed on the beach is all you need. Because, like, I was in Miami.
That's all you need. That really is.
That's really it.
I was in Miami.
For
I'm
a
up in
dude,
the club.
for a girl, it's probably Henny, Patron.
You need music.
No, I'm gonna correct it. For the girl, well, first off, shout out to the independent women out there. But most of the girls go to the beach in Miami looking to drink and smoke your shit. And honestly,
girls ain't like that no more.
Yeah.
It depends
girls
on how
be
many
having their
of them.
own sacks.
They be having
their own bottles in their purse.
That's what I'm saying.
Girls
exactly.
be coming with
that's a whole
the
fact.
kit. I haven't messed with a girl that didn't come with her own kit.
That's a whole fact.
What's the kit?
The kit is
the
the
lip
personal
gloss.
Henny bottle.
Personal Henny. Blunt wraps.
And sometimes if she really down to earth, she got the hypnotic with it too. The girls still be the real girls still be doing the Hulks.
The Hulks.
You know what I'm saying? They'll have the
mention
personal hip. They'll have the personal Hennessy. They have the personal Patron. They'll have the sack. They have a 50 sack, and they probably dumping all of that in one Dutch.
I know,
or at least half of it. So yeah,
I know the kit you're talking about, but I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
That's when girls travel like 4 to 7 deep.
Yeah.
When it's just 2 or 3 of them and they out there on their dirty.
That's when you know a girl brings out the sack. You know that there's a chance that homegirl fucks with you and she might actually give you some play.
What girl is out there? You probably think about Peak Skillions.
Nah, I'm thinking about Miami.
I'm thinking about like a girl will open up her kit if she trying to give you some play. If she not really fucking with you like that, yeah, she'll. Oh yeah, light your shit up.
Nah, all right. There's a difference between the girls on the beach that are there with 4 to 7 of their friends. Those are the girls that are out there that are trying to have a good time and they got the kit. The girls that like live in Miami or like close by and they're 2 to 3 deep.
Yeah, you can't do those.
I'm not saying I'm not doing anything. What I'm telling you out there is that beer and weed will attract those ones. The 2 or 3 that's trying to get nasty that came to the beach with nothing but their bathing suits.
It'll
No,
track
I'm
me.
telling you. Or in Miami. Like, niggas always want to give you the good side of shit. I've spent a lot of time out there. I'm going to let you know right now. There are stragglers. Mm-hmm. And once you open that beer, once they hear that, you know what I'm saying? They there. They got
swarm.
they got one blunt and they got Coke that they going to whip out at a weird time. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to bring them to meet your grandmother.
Is it ever a weird time to whip out Coke in Miami? I mean, I just feel like the cocaine is just like, it's like the, what is it? It's the Hennessy. It is like,
it's
in
the
New
sour.
York,
It's the sour.
The sour? Okay.
It's the sour.
Right. It's the staple there. Like, you go to New York for sour, you go to Miami for some Coke.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And let's leave Miami because obviously it's getting real white in here. And that brings us to Cancel Cannon.
Cancel Cannon, man. All right, so if you guys haven't heard, Nick Cannon recently said some stuff about Jews, about essentially how just being melanated makes you a more compassionate person, makes you a more ample, joyful person. I don't necessarily agree with it because that would just write off all the nice white people that I know. But I mean, I feel where he's coming from. He should definitely be allowed to say it. Viacom, corporations is way too quick to just throw a motherfucker under the bus nowadays. Like, you gotta be careful nowadays, because motherfuckers, as soon as you start talking about like the boss that you don't see in the background, motherfuckers is throwing your ass to the wayside.
You know what I feel? I feel like, and to your statement, it's like sometimes when you're that acceptable black guy, a lot of shit can go over your head. You know?
Yeah, I mean...
Do you feel like you've been that acceptable black guy?
No. There's plenty of places I've entered into where the Spanish people look and I can feel the room just shift.
When you get to the point when you realize that you got a racist friend, what do you do?
So, and that's...
But why not white people?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't think it really matters. It feels the same.
When you say Spanish, it's just like, how many Spanish stores you're gonna be able to go into?
In Peekskill? Motherfucker.
Like, your boss is gonna be Spanish. We don't have white bosses. We got Spanish bosses.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah,
that's a whole fact.
Like, you gonna get fired by a Spanish nigga in Peekskill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I feel like Spanish people are naturally prejudiced. I don't hold Spanish people to a high standard when it comes to judging melanated people in general. So I kind of cast out. You gotta, and this may be like a little bit like, but I mean it's very honest. A lot of the parents that come from people that are from the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico drop out at a very young age, so they end up being very.
I mean, I don't know. I understand both sides of the argument, but like, I'm an adopted Puerto Rican.
Traditional, you know what I'm saying, with the grassroots of their family and how their family feel, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of Spanish people, in my opinion, comfortably complex themselves with white people. Like, it's like Spanish girls, if they're a higher complected white person, they will call themselves like white girl or blanca.
Okay, yeah,
that, you know what
negrita.
I'm saying? No, negrita means black. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now you see more negritas. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes, like, if she's a negrita, most likely she really is a darker looking. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna see a brown Latino or a light skinned Latino call themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Moreno.
Moreno. You know what I'm saying?
So, but I'm saying I hold Spanish people to a higher standard only because it's like your part of your culture is melanated. Like, yeah, there's light-skinned Spanish people in your family, but there's also dark-skinned people in your family. And it's like, would you shit on all the dark-skinned people in your family? Like, that just seems weird to me. And I know they do. And that's what's weird to me. Like, what? Like, how do you have that own your own just biases towards your own people? Like,
but like I said, when they drop out, that doesn't mean that they're unemployed. That means that they're mostly going into business with their family. So a lot of times they're...
Yeah, I was nervous when you said that. I was like,
where's
it going? But I trusted. I know where you were going. But I was like,
their understanding is more traditional. It's from their fathers, from their mothers, from their uncles, from their great-grandmothers. Mm-hmm. It's not more so what's living life. Now, a lot of Spanish people that you see that now are younger, that are living life, now they have a more Negro experience. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Of course.
But if it comes down, if you want to talk about from like the 80s, and Spanish people will agree with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Spanish people will agree with this. You know what I'm saying? That due to them being around their family more, they're gonna have a more traditional experience when interacting.
They keep their
with
culture.
people.
They didn't lose theirs
Yeah.
when they came here. And I want to expound a little bit on the whole because it seems like you guys are going a little bit back and forth on how much you hold them accountable for racism. And the reason why or for prejudice, whatever, judging, however you want to categorize it. The reason I don't expect I don't hold too much of a high regard is because to be Latino, or I don't know what the proper term is now, Latinx,
Hispanic.
they're going that. I heard that they don't like the word Hispanic. Yeah. Anyway, if you Hispanic, Latino, Latinx, Latina, whatever you want to be called.
You can call them Caribbean.
Well, let's focus on the Caribbean Spanish right now. Actually, this is better for my point.
Caribbean
if
Spanish.
you do the ancestry,
Okay.
it's a mixture of African. I call them colonizers, the Europeans or wherever, Spanish, you know, and Native American.
Well, Taino Indian.
Not Native American, but indigenous.
Yes, exactly.
But
So-
Taino Indian is
exactly.
indigenous.
Yes.
So basically, they're kind of a gumbo of these things. So I can understand where it could be.
Taino.
It could be confusing on which one you're gonna identify with the most, especially when, you know, you can have light skinned, dark skinned Spanish people. It's there's no like one set thing because that is what love is. They haven't had a society like white people that have engineered generation after generation after generation to never have a black baby to destroy their
They
lineage.
just keep it in the family. They don't exploit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like Spanish culture exploits their hatred for black people in a subconscious manner.
I disagree with that only because I have a coworker that is Colombian, right? Who's Colombian, and he's been to Colombia. And even when he goes to Colombia, he says when you go to Colombia, there is a very, very stark divide between the white Colombians and the dark-skinned Colombians. Like, it's noticeable. The segregation is noticeable. So, I mean, maybe that may not be with Caribbean Spanish people, but in terms of Southern American Spanish people,
it's like that with Caribbean Spanish. Hell yeah, it's like that with Caribbean Spanish.
Think about Cuban culture. Cuban culture is very off the grid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very traditional. They don't even let people make a certain amount of money over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta like literally like make a certain amount of money. You have to produce a certain amount of food a day. You have to close. You have to open. You can't even be doing overseas business too much. Like, you can't flush your economy with your business. You have to somehow pay taxes to the Cuban government. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people from Cuba can't even speak up about a lot of stuff that's going on.
Well, I mean, that's a completely different type of government dictatorship.
So when it comes down to, like I said, the what's going on with a lot of Spanish people is very traditional. It's like in the church with it. Because
they don't like. This is why I don't really take it personal from y'all. I love y'all. Because you want to know why? Y'all hate everybody that's not close to you. Because the minute you done being mad at my black ass, and I'm thinking it's a Spanish thing, when I leave, the Colombian nigga, he's looking at the Ecuadorians now. Like, all right, I don't like these niggas. And the Ecuadorians is looking at each other like, all right, we're going to fight these Colombians. But the minute this shit over, y'all Morenos is going to fuck over there. And we going to, like, them niggas don't care. Them niggas is very just divisional. Like, and then it gets down to the point where if we the same complexion, and we from the same country, if we both in America, and I'm Dominican and you Dominican, and I speak Spanish and you don't, now I'm looking at you like the gringo, you funny to me, or you, what the Puerto Ricans would use the word spick, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets very, so I don't take it personal, because they gonna find, I always say the same story. When I was in the shelter, there was two separate parts of the shelter. There was the main building and there was the annex. When I moved in there, the main building had beef with the annex. And what I learned that day is that no matter, if you take everything away from niggas, they gonna find something to be different about and beef over it.
So, I mean, so for that same logic, you don't hold Spanish people that accountable, but you hold white people more accountable.
I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, but I also don't. I don't expect.
Because they network. You gotta understand. They go overseas with the idea of what their complexion means to their economy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, yeah. If you want to talk about like certain
Spanish
colonizers,
people are not migrating based off of their race.
Not just that.
But
Spanish people.
Well, no one migrates just based off of their race.
Chris.
If anything, I'll say that white people. It was a shit called divine right. So if anything, it was more the Judeo-Christian values that they had that made them want to go and kill people in the name of the fact that they thought that God must want them to tame these savages.
That was a tool. But I'll put it like this. Fuck why. Spanish people, point blank out, period, aren't trying to stop me from celebrating my culture. They aren't coming in fucking pulling me out of cars and trying to fucking hurt me. They aren't trying to stop me from being black. They just don't fuck with me. And that's cool. You don't have to fuck with me. White people don't fuck with me. And, the white people. the white people don't fuck with me, have stolen my culture, are going to teach I got to talk to my kid about fucking slavery and melanin now before the school gets to her. And she's 5. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is fucking like, what?
Yeah, I don't got to prepare my children for Spanish culture. You know what I'm saying?
I really
don't.
I ain't gonna lie. No. My daughter has already had a case in school where the Spanish girls didn't want her playing with them because they were black.
This goes back to my. There you go. You proving my point right there. Like it's already the anti-blackness has already started.
Yeah, but white people are worse.
Okay.
Wait.
See,
did she have? Hold on. Did she have an altercation with a white kid yet?
It will happen.
No, shut the fuck up because you can't say
that's like saying black on black crime. Look at the population. Look at the population. Yes, it is. It's the same thing saying black on black crime.
I think you like white people. You date white people. You date white women, and therefore you have a certain type of prejudice when it comes down to throwing them under the bus. More than because if you could throw a Spanish person under the bus as quick, then how could you not throw a white person under the bus just as quick?
I can throw anybody who's being prejudiced to a nigga under the bus that quick.
All right, and
whether they Spanish or white. That's why I'm asking you niggas why you have different standards.
White people have canceled canon.
Because he was talking about white people. He wasn't talking about Hispanics.
And that's what I mean when it comes down to being that acceptable person.
White people got more power. I think that's really what it is.
And that's what they want you to be.
They
want you to be
fair.
Kind of like what you're doing. When you pander to another audience, when we already know the history behind the audience that's killing us, that's castrating us, that's putting us in prison, that's creating curriculums, therefore, to leave us back, therefore, so we won't evolve with our generation, therefore, the moves that we make will be stagnant. They do these things in our schools. They do these things in our communities. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Spanish people, as far as what their families teach them, I can't control that. This is your mother. This is your father teaching you this. Now, when it comes down to white people, there's a society of white people that's teaching them how to deal with complected people and how to take advantages from them and how to disadvantage them. And they're doing that, and you can see that in every single community.
Man, listen, all I know is this. If I come into a Spanish mommy and I say, hey, yo, mommy, ¿cómo tú estás? And she goes, ayuda, man. Listen, there's something wrong.
Like, why can't y'all admit y'all came from us? Like, at this point, it's here's a square.
That's the problem I have. That's the main problem.
Here's a square. This is a square cutout. This square goes into this square cutout, and it's like, no, it doesn't. God sent us. Yeah. What the fuck? And, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right. What's next on the menu?
I told my grandma, I said, it's not a coincidence I'm the first black person in this family.
I feel since we're already cooked up, let's get into that fear of success.
Fear of success. Fear of success.
I like the way you part. Dun-dun-dun. I like the way you part. Dun-dun-dun. I like the way you part. Dun-dun-dun. I like the way. Average male. I like the way. Average male.
Fear of success.
Yes, fear of success. The reason that we wanted to talk about this, because recently Pop Smoke, the guys that did it, I believe 3 adults, 2 adolescents, they were actually apprehended.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. And it calls into a question, when you become successful, is it normal that you have to live in fear? Should it be normal that you have to live in fear of certain things?
If you're black.
I think niggas, I'm living in fear right motherfucking now. I'm not even famous, so hell motherfucker yeah.
And that's the crazy thing, man. It's crazy. You have this fear of success that's instilled in you because you know that there's a chance that where you're from motherfuckers might be jealous. You know, we've seen it. We've seen it with Pop Smoke at this point. We've seen it with Triple X, Change Drugs, Nipsey Hussle.
Nah, it's past that.
It's crazy, man.
I'm sorry to interject. I didn't mean that, because you were cooking.
Yes, go ahead.
I've done a lot of thinking on this subject.
Yes.
And let me make sure my mic is clear.
Yes. Go ahead.
What I've realized is it really boils down to the message that has to be given to the kids. And I usually don't talk to y'all little niggas. Mm-hmm. But listen the fuck up. Uncle Bachi, you heard? Hey. 26 years old, which is a young OG in the hood. I'm young to the, like, white people. You're so young, nigga, in the hood. That's OG status, all right? Rapping and dribbling the ball most of the time ain't the only answer. And I'm not going to say it won't get you out the hood. I'm not going to, listen, statistics show it, obviously it does. But here's the thing. Y'all put too much faith into that shit. Y'all put so much faith into that shit that y'all don't realize that there's other things that you need to do in order for these things to happen and for you to be secure as a person. You know what I mean? Like, Outlaw, I feel like you're a great person to speak on this. It's just like, not everybody's a rapper. Not everybody's supposed to be on camera. Some niggas don't know how to act. You know what I mean? And I feel like every nigga in the hood has tried to write a 16 because they feel like if it was nice, it would have magically got them out the hood. When it's like, when it's all said and done, even some of the niggas that get on, like, they had somebody around them with a license. They had somebody around them with, whether it was, even if it was scamming, a debit card or a credit card of sorts to get the rental. You know what I mean? Y'all say y'all want to be independent, but, like, you know, you got to have, you know, somewhere for that money to be sent. A lot of people don't want to fill out things or just write. Like, there's a lot to this shit. It's not just being nice and then your dreams is everything is happily live ever after. Like, you might just be hot for a year, my nigga.
Yeah.
And then you back in the hood. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just knowing that, maybe you won't tell everybody to suck your dick. And I'm not speaking about Pop Smoke. I'm not speaking towards they probably may think I'm saying Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah. There's niggas with 16,000 followers that's doing this.
Exactly. Real ungrateful.
There's a lot of things I can't speak on because, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, success for me is still waking up, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah. Okay.
But
oh, I'm sorry, I can't let you get away. Look at that. This nigga said success for me is waking up. This whole, let me find out you like thinking of things you're gonna say before we start like recording, because that sounds like some shit like you was in the tuck. Like, how can I kill him today? I'm gonna hit him with.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hit him with. Success to me is waking up. And mind you, we gotta be transparent. This topic was this nigga's idea. Don't start doing that, my nigga. This nigga wrote what he was gonna say before we walked in. Like, nigga, I thought we was freestyling. This nigga's crazy.
Listen, he's the Pac of this.
Pac?
Nah.
It's Tupac? Yo, he's Tupac.
Nah, there's a lot of things that I just can't speak on because, you know, I understand my level of success to somebody else, and that's always been my plight, is to create a certain type of resume. So, you know, whether in doubt, you know that I was in there some way, shape, or form. But I feel like it just comes right down into the knowledge, you know? Like, how can you have success without knowledge, you know? And when you're going into a working world, when you're going into the streets, when you're going into anywhere, you want to know who got the block, you want to know who's running the corporation, you want to know, you want to know all of those things. And I feel like when it comes down to our race, it's a little bit different when we get to that level. And I say the real difference is a person like Irv Gotti and a person like Dame Dash. And the perfect example is Irv Gotti had a show. I don't even know the name of the show. And
Irv Gotti had a show. What kind of show?
It was like a show where basically he was like reliving rap songs.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
It was Tales from the Hood?
Tales from the Hood.
Like going through like the history.
So like
behind.
say if it was like Biggie's Give Me the Loot, he would do a movie to that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually
it's a good idea, but
the execution
factor is just, you know what I'm saying? It's a real hard job when it comes down to executing things. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, success. How he catapulted that idea, he got that over. Well, he got the idea and then chose BT to partner with, and then he called Dame Dash and he wanted Dame Dash to do Dead Presidents, I believe.
Really?
And he wanted Dame Dash to direct that.
What?
And Dame Dash was just like, "Yo, how long we getting? They giving us an hour. What's the budget? $1 million."
What?
Dame Dash was just like, "I bet. So let's just shoot a movie." And he was just like, nah.
Wait, what?
Because he was like, BET is saying that we got to do it like this. We got to do it within the script of Tales in the Hood. And Dame Dash is like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll do that, but I'm going to shoot a movie while I'm doing it too. Yeah. And it's just like, yo, I got 40 hours. I got an hour worth of content. Why would I not be able to make a movie? You know what I'm saying? Within that confidence, if I'm getting $1 million budget, that's not even out of my own pocket. We can do some crazy stuff to it.
Yeah.
But the Fear of Success, where Irv Gotti had took the plummet, where he had got the IRS troubles, where he had got into the court problems and all of these things, where he had went to jail for tax evasion and all this other stuff.
Damn,
and now
the Wesley Snipes.
Word.
The Wesley Snipes.
And then he's coming out where same thing with Dame Dash. He's dealt with his problems, but he's not afraid of success. You're like, yo, we go, whatever, I'm still Dame Dash.
I love Dame Dash because Dame Dash isn't afraid to lose. I love a nigga that's not afraid to lose.
Nigga not afraid to lose. These niggas out here is afraid to lose, and that's more where the success where is just niggas that are afraid, because it could be the coolest nigga in the room, but he's afraid to lose his cool.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be the corniest nigga in the room, but guess what? He's not afraid to lose his corny. He knows he's corny, so he about to go balls out.
It's getting real because we part of the first generation of niggas that's gonna fail on camera.
That's all
I mean, you gonna fail on camera,
and that's what makes us the coolest generation, because we teaching them.
Yeah.
Because everybody else gonna shake. They gonna give you the what is it? The Will Ferrell in that movie. What he call it?
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. They gonna give you that old shake and bake.
Ricky Bobby.
That old Ricky Bobby. That I'm saying, everybody gonna get a Ricky Bobby story. Gonna get
that was
that
the
old
funniest
shake and
shit. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. That was the funniest shit I said in the last podcast. Because like sometimes I don't realize some of the like little shit I say. We was talking about academics. I said that nigga was off the Ricky Bobby.
Oh, fact, man.
Shameless plug.
But yeah, Bachi, how do you feel about fear of success? Because I mean, fear of success.
I feel like success is scary, but I feel like nigga, what's not scary? Like living on this earth is fucking
it's
scary.
fucking terrifying.
Like my nigga, we're on a fucking planet. Like you ever just think about that?
Or
like we on a planet.
Yeah.
Like that shit is in space right now. Like
asteroids, meteors flying by.
Nigga, fucking Silver Surfer get upset.
We don't even be
It's
getting that deep though. Like, and just in mad conversations, like that shit is weird as shit. Like, think about how weird that shit is, bro. Like, I feel like I'm in a computer right now, like, with my own life.
Niggas is over here worried about who gonna win out of DMX and Snoop
and we
Dogg.
floating
And
in
we
the
floating.
fucking
You know
darkness.
what I'm saying? Like, who y'all got in that shit?
Light outside right now.
Nah, fuck the universe, nigga. What matters is
Yo,
who has 20 better songs.
Podcast, nigga.
The sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
The black
history,
five.
The history side.
The black five.
The history five.
I like that. Yo, what? All right.
Who y'all got though, man?
Fellas.
Who y'all got?
What?
Oh, y'all didn't listen to nothing I just said.
Nah, once you said flowing, I just felt like I was flowing.
I said we out here on a whole planet and niggas is dead worried about who got 20 better songs at a DMX and Snoop Dogg. Right now.
Nah, this is true.
Like,
but I think that it's gonna be an even match. It's gonna be an even match.
Nah, I just looked through Snoop shit. I love you, Snoop. Uncle Snoop. My whole life was like I got tough because of you. I had long hair and shit.
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
I don't know. I feel like
hold on. I just looked through. I wasn't done cooking. I just looked through his motherfucking catalog.
Bro.
Hold on.
I don't care.
Yo, man. I was
Snoop
this
Dogg
nigga.
throwing sexual seduction.
It's gonna be a long day for that nigga.
Yep.
You might be with him, but she's thinking about me.
I'm scared.
That shit was
I'm scared because once they play "Get at Me, Dog,"
I'm not even thinking that. I'm thinking
like I said, they gonna do a good
fight.
10 for 10. Honestly, Snoop Dogg got a fire 10.
Yeah.
Like that's all he need. If they go on 20 songs,
my nigga.
Snoop Dogg needs to go into this battle thinking about a really great 10.
Bro.
As long as he comes off with a really great 10, he's good.
He got a great 10.
What song you think DMX is gonna throw first? And I'll show you what Snoop Dogg song that he'll throw up.
Alright, you know what this first song probably gonna be? Where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at. And y'all niggas that it's the same thing I said about 50. You gotta watch niggas that made a whole generation tough.
Yep.
So he can't throw Gin and Juice right after that?
No.
What? That's a hood song.
Yeah, nah, he can throw Gin and Juice.
With a hood, with a Gin and Juice.
No, he can, but I'm going with a hood at.
Laid up, sipping on Gin and Juice.
I like Gin and Juice better. What is a better battle song? This is a battle.
And this is the Average Male Podcast on Smooth Tunes. And you can get it on the groove every Tuesday at 2 p.m., ladies and gentlemen.
Tuesday at 2, all right? Every Tuesday at 2, we got a new episode. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe on the Average Male Podcast YouTube page. Like I said, always, we respond to comments. Please comment, you know.
Don't comment on my shit.
Yo. Comment.
We
Matter of fact, comment
respond
specifically.
to comments.
What happened?
Well, we respond to comments on Instagram.
Definitely.
We haven't really responded to comments on YouTube.
Because you know how crazy you look responding to comments on YouTube?
Nah, I know. But if you want us to respond to comments on YouTube, we'll respond to comments on YouTube. Because, like, you know, but
we'll respond on here, on the show, at the end of the show to your comments.
Word.
So watch it, mother choka.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We'll do a general comment, like, thank you for the support. Because that's really what matters right now is all the support we can get from everybody so we can figure out how to get us out
give
of
our
the
baby
matrix.
moms money.
Let's get out the matrix.
Jada got out the Matrix.
Let's get out the matrix.
She got out the Matrix in August.
Man, let's leave Jada alone. Jada is a free
son, come on, my nigga. She was a
woman.
menace to society.
Think about her opportunity. This is a woman that went into a relationship with a powerful man that said, "I'm so powerful that I can lend my powers away from you, allow you to be yourself, and then capture you right back within my powers if I choose or want to." And he is doing that, and they are doing that, and that is a successful relationship for a woman. If a woman can have a powerful a man and still not be able to understand herself and try to do things to understand herself and realize that she did a little bit too much and now she needs to trickle on back, and she still has that opportunity and she still has an amazing family that accepts and loves her. What? That's dope.
Yeah, I would have took Jada back.
Black men don't cheat. I love you, Will Smith. That's it. Good night.
I kid you not, she didn't look that bad. Like, if you would have just took off the beard, that would have been a good looking me.
Cooter's never wrong. Cooter's never wrong.